Local residents in different parts of the country have noted that early childhood development centers help tremendously in the proper upbringing of their children. On Saturday, members of the diplomatic corps, together with other officials, joined the residents of Kimisagara sector in Muganda activities to construct a modern daycare center for children in the area. We have details with Serge Hore.
Once complete, the daycare center will be able to cater to the needs of up to 240 children, and local residents are delighted that it will address the problem of parents who had nowhere to leave their kids when they went out to work. Local officials have also commended the initiative, pointing out that a daycare center is needed urgently in their sector. We have many toddlers, 2 years and older, but too young for nursery school, which is why we need this center. Parents too can be taught how to prepare things like balanced diets and make sure that their children are properly vaccinated. Kids here will be able to learn, be protected and eat balanced diets. That way we will no longer have children getting sick because they are malnourished. Foreigners joined the local residents in the Muganda activities to mark the beginning of the construction of the daycare center, and were greatly encouraged by such initiatives to address challenges at the local level. When I return, I will ask the cabinet meeting to adopt this initiative of Umuganda so that we too in Mali can be doing it. These sorts of Umuganda activities bring people together to work for long-term development. In Mali, we are in a reconstruction phase following the serious challenges we endured. We have decided to urge our own people to work hard in this reconstruction, and you have set a very good example for us.
As this community builds this early childhood development center, Rwanda's Umuganda is a truly remarkable concept that embodies the spirit of unity, progress, and community development. I very much want to take this. I very much want to take a moment to recognize His Excellency the President Paul Kagame's extraordinary leadership that brought all Rwandans together. In all aspects to create a powerful force for positive change and working together for the greater good of their communities.
Also present were top Kigali city officials, and they too praised the initiative by the local residents and their leaders.
Today again, you joined us in constructing the ECD, the preschool facility that is going to be helping the community surrounding this school for their child so that it can be able to work easily when they know that the babies are in the good hands. It's a policy that we have as a government, having the home-based ECDs to support the early childhood development before actually they go to school. So we thank you so much for this, and this is actually one of the homegrown solutions that we have as a country. And we are very delighted also to be having you today, but also to be sharing with you some of the best practices that we can have as South-South countries.
The Early Childhood Development Center will be complete in September at a cost of 30 million Rwandan francs.
Now moving ahead, Airtel Rwanda has assured the Rwanda National Police that it fully supports the country's road safety campaign, Gerayo Amahoro, and will work to sensitize the general public on the importance of respecting traffic regulations in order to avoid accidents. We have details on the story.
The Gerayo Amahoro campaign has been ongoing for some time, but now the Rwanda National Police is looking to take it to big gatherings as a way of raising more awareness for the importance of road safety. We will reach every location, and in addition to holding such campaigns in places where people are usually present in large numbers, like in taxi parks, we intend to reach people at their workplace. That way, anyone punished for not respecting traffic regulations will not claim ignorance about the campaign. Airtel Rwanda has been cooperating with the Gerayo Amahoro campaign, with presentations and discussions held with the company's employees.
all staff will be educated. That is the primary one. We had 60% of the people here attending personally. Some of the field guys who are not here, they will be also trained. That is the first. And then we will do a social media campaign which will ensure that it reaches to every individual in Rwanda how important road safety is. So that's how Airtel is going to contribute.
The Traffic Department of the National Police has warned all road users against carelessness, especially vehicle drivers, saying anyone caught in such infractions will have to face the legal implications of their actions.
Now moving ahead, Rwandans living in the diaspora say that celebrating the National Umuganura Day, a day that celebrates Rwanda's cultural heritage, is a symbol of preserving unity among Rwandans and preserving the Rwandan culture. We have details on the story. As Rwanda prepares to celebrate the National Umuganura Day, an annual event that symbolizes the beginning of the harvest season as an important pillar of the life of Rwandans and the basis of unity and the source of patriotism and work, on Saturday, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation held discussions with Rwandans living in the diaspora on the importance of celebrating the Umuganura Day in the countries where they live. Some Rwandans living in the diaspora say that celebrating this day helps them to reflect on the values of Rwandans and also a good opportunity to remember their responsibility of well representing their country where they currently stay.
Umuganura nanone ni umwanya wo kuganira hagati ya za generations.
The Umuganura Day is an opportunity for intergenerational dialogue through that leaders teach young ones about some of the values in the Rwandan culture. All of those activities are a good opportunity of joining Rwandans and Rwanda, because living far away from Rwanda doesn't limit Rwandans, wherever they may be, from being patriotic.
Ntibikuraho ko abanyarwanda aho bari hose turuhoza ku mutima wacu.
Among the ideas presented in this discussion is for Rwandans living in the diaspora to get manuals that may help them to learn about the Rwandan culture, especially for those born and raised abroad. Ambassador Robert Masozera, the Director General of the Rwanda Cultural Heritage Academy, points out that they are working with institutions in charge to address this issue.
We have some handbooks that can be used while learning, and we also provided some books to some Rwandans living in the diaspora through embassies, but it doesn't yield results as we wish. But we thought of using technology which can help. Last year we launched a program to put Kinyarwanda into technology, but it hasn't reached far yet. This year we also want to put lessons that teach about Kinyarwanda in technology.
According to Dr. Jean Damascene Bizimana, the Minister of National Unity and Civic Engagement, sharing is a symbol of unity.
We chose the word resilience for various reasons, but I will mention two important ones. First, because we as Rwandans went through tough times in history, namely the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi, which destroyed the unity of Rwandans, caused wounds in the country, on people, and even some of those who were born after the genocide against the Tutsi, they too were wounded. It is really important to help each other to stay resilient and not allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by what characterized that history. Sharing and celebrating the Umuganura Day is one of the reasons that helps us to rebuild unity among Rwandans and a way of fighting and healing all of those wounds related to the history. Secondly, we unfortunately faced disasters that destroyed people's property, and more than 100 lives were lost in the incident. This year, we will celebrate the Umuganura Day in Utsiro district in order to be with them and share with them.
The National Umuganura Day is a big celebration in Rwanda and is celebrated on the first Friday in August every year. This year, it will be celebrated on the 4th of August. It is expected to be held in Rutsiro district at the national level in order to share and join those who have been affected by the disasters that happened in May this year. Sharing is indeed a symbol of unity. Now moving ahead, professional accountants have been commending the training they received on the recent tax reforms, saying it will enable them to properly carry out their responsibilities at their places of work. We have details on the story.
In Rubavu town, it is not uncommon for traders to be penalized over tax returns, yet they say they hire accountants to do their paperwork. They do all the paperwork and declare your taxes for you, but it is you who is held responsible for their mistakes. and there is really nothing you can do about it because they are long gone at that point. Honestly, many traders are just ignorant of such things, and they have very busy accountants who do not take the time to be diligent, yet the repercussions fall squarely on the shoulders of the trader. One of the measures of fighting such practices among accountants is the annual tax convention organized by the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Rwanda, and this latest edition focused on tax reforms, as well as fighting ignorance in general when it comes to properly filling out your tax returns. And the institution is looking to take things further, reaching even those that are not certified public accountants.
turimo turateganya yuko dushyiraho icyo nakwita nka professional course. Ayo masomo
We intend to put in place a professional course that we will collaborate with the Rwanda Revenue Authority on to help those people to become professional accountants and tax advisors. International tax reforms were also discussed during the 3-day training, with the objective of assisting accountants that have to deal with bookkeeping in companies engaged in cross-border trade.
On behalf of the entire news production team, thank you for staying with us. See you next. Have a fruitful weekend.